Hello, and let's go ahead and do this review. We got this posted on the Google Classroom as well as the key posted for you guys to view on Thursday. So hopefully this is helpful for you. So the first section is find the solution to the system by graphing. Be sure to indicate no solution or infinite solutions when necessary. So we're going to look at our two equations in the first one. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 8, and then negative x plus y equals 1. So I'm going to take a look. This one's already solved for y, so I'm just going to take the slope and the y-intercept here and plug them in. So I have y-intercept of 8. 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I have a cold right now. And then down 3 and right 4, down, right, down 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is that. I do need some sort of straight edge. Sorry, I'm just not more prepared. And here is my slope. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that line right there. My other one I need to solve for y. Now it's close, but I do need to get that x on the other side. So I'm going to add x to both sides, which leaves me with y equals x plus 1. So my slope here, since it's 1x, is going to be 1 over 1. My y-intercept is going to be 1. So I'm going to put a point at y equals 1 on the y-intercept, and then my slope is going to go corner to corner, 1 up, 1 to the right. And here is my graph. Now, hopefully you noticed as I was going across there that I already found the intersection point, which is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is at 4, 5. Now on your quiz, there will be points given for the graph as well as for the answer. So make sure that you have all of this work showing. Next question. We have negative x plus 2y equals 8, and then over here we have y equals negative 2x minus 1. This one is already solved for y, so we're going to go ahead and start there. My slope is negative 2, but to make it a rise over run, I'm going to make it negative 2 over 1, which makes this down and this to the right. My y-intercept is negative 1, so I'm going to start there. Negative 1, then down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, and there is my slope. Go ahead and draw my line. Just like that. Sorry, hard to see. That is my graph. My other one I do have to solve, so I'm going to add x to both sides first, which gives me 2y equals x plus 8, and I need to divide both sides by 2, which gives me y equals, since this is a 1x to begin with, this becomes 1/2 x plus 4. My slope is then 1/2, which means up 1 and right 2, and my y-intercept is 4. So I'm going to start at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is up 1 and right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. Now, we mentioned this in class, but drawing a line here will probably find you the correct answer, but it's more accurate if you just follow the slope backwards, since if I look at this, I can tell my intercept is going to be, or my intersection is going to be somewhere back on this side. So instead of going up 1 and right 2, I'm going to go down 1 and left 2, and just reverse my slope. Oops, down 1, right 2, down right 2, like that. Okay. So then when I go ahead and draw my line, it is much more clear that my solution right here. So it's negative 1, negative 2, 1, 2, 3. So be negative 2, 3 is my solution for that one. For the third one, we do need to solve both of these, which becomes 2x plus 3y equals 9. Over here, I'll put y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. So I was wrong. This one does already have, it's already solved for y equals, so I can go ahead and graph. Negative 2/3 is my slope, which means down 2 and right 3. My y-intercept is 3, so I'm going to start there. There's 3. down 2 and right 3, down 2 and right 3, down 2, right 3. There's my slope. And there's my graph. The other one, I do need to solve for y, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, which gives me 3y equals negative 2x plus 9. I'm going to divide everything by 3, which gives me y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. And if you look, it's the exact same equation. Same slope, same y-intercept, which means it is the same line. So remember, since I want to be able to indicate that I knew that, I'm going to draw 2 sets of arrows on this line, like this. You don't need to use different colors, I just am because I have them. But that shows me that there's 2 lines on top of each other. When the 2 lines are identical, this becomes infinite solutions. All right. And the last 2 for this page, 4 and 5, it says solve each system using graphing in the calculator. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to solve each of these by using the calculator. Now hold on a second while I move this up so we can see everything. So you can see that they've got weird decimals in them, but that's why the calculator is so wonderful, because it doesn't care. So I'm going to go to y equals, plug in each of these equations, 2.3x minus 5.68. Go to the second one, negative 1.35x plus 9.9. I'm going to look at the graph. Okay, there's one line. There's the other. I can see both lines and I can see where they intersect, so I need to go to the intersect tool, which is second, trace, 5. Okay, then it asks for the first curve. Now I'm just going to show you this. If you move it closer to the intersection point like that, press enter, 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 it gives you the values. Now, since over here the most decimals we have is 2 spaces, I'm going to use 2 places on these as well. So my x value, 4.268, I'm going to round that up to 4.27. My y value is 4.137, I'm going to round that up to 4.14. That's my solution. Over to the other side. Same thing. I'm going to clear these equations out and start with brand new ones. I have 17x minus 23. On the second one, I have 3.77x plus 4.1. And let's look at those graphs. Oh, well, I see both lines, but I can't quite see where they cross. So I want to make sure that I zoom out, zoom out, and then enter one more time so that you can actually see where the 2 lines cross. And it's somewhere in this little mush pit right here where all the lines are very thick. So same thing though, second, trace, 5, enter, enter, enter. And it again finds my answers. I've got 2 decimal places here, so my first one, 2.048, well that'll round up to 2.05. And then 11.822 will be 11.82. So that is side 1, first 5 problems. Let's take a break and get back to the other side.